Upgrades.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for yet again another series review, hot off the press from Disney Plus. The interesting story of the Secret Invasion. Yes, this is based off the comic book series. This is kind of a more condensed, consolidated view of it, but it is still right there in front of you. I have co-hosting with me on this turn, Keaton. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Woo!
Yeah,
we got one.
Yeah, you right about that. So I'm gonna say this real quick. We've seen the first two episodes. This is a non-spoiler discussion. This is our series review as it stands. And I'm just leaving it at that. So if y'all want any details, we're not gonna give it to you. But I think what we can both effectively say at this kind of time, this may be the most adult and thankfully adult Marvel project they've done in a very long time. There's not any cracking of jokes. There's definitely a lot of death. There's a lot of blood off the first two episodes as it stands.
Oh, yeah, dang plan.
And I think the ramification and the fallout of everything that happened with Thanos and the blip, you see like emotionally how that's changed everybody as well. I'm just thrown at the fact that the first two episodes off rip didn't hold anything back. I didn't feel like they were holding any punches with anything. Nope. But I don't know. What's your thoughts first two episodes so far?
No,
as far as tone.
Honestly, I feel like they jumped straight into it. They're really not playing around with it. Like I was, and I'm glad because I feel like a lot of the times, like first episodes kind of waste a bunch of time.
Yep.
They ain't wasting no time. They're not wasting any time. It's called Secret Invasion for a reason. And right off the bat, you in there. You are in there. And I'm doing everything I can not to spoil anything. But man, this one's lit. This is good. This is good. Not just because Samuel Jackson's my favorite either. Like this is good.
Yeah, I commend them because we haven't seen Samuel Jackson in a while. I think the last time we officially saw him was with No Way Home, and I think a little bit we saw like small little moments of him later on, but this is Samuel Jackson really unpacking who Nick Fury is. Even in the first two episodes, like you're seeing different levels of him.
Oh yeah,
things that you've wanted to know. And I mean, like a lot of people didn't like the way they kind of played him up in Captain Marvel. I thought initially it was pretty dupe, and then all of a sudden they got the cat joke, and it was just over no reason. And I was like, that was a wasted space as far as him as a character. But in this, every relationship that Nick has, his place in society, the government, even with extraterrestrials, like it's all there in the first two episodes.
Yeah.
And they unpack it that, he's not the man he used to be, but what does that mean for now?
Yeah. They really waste, they waste no time. It's kind of like, look, it's almost like, how some rap songs, like the rapper just start flowing and the beat don't even have time to like get going. That was this show. Like they just like, we ain't gonna let the beat breathe. We just gonna go straight into it. Like we not wasting time. I don't know how many episodes this show gonna be, but they acting like they got like 5.
Yeah, you're right about that. Cause like they're just, how like you got some rounds in the chamber, you wait till like maybe the 4th round and you start like really seeing it pop off.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing that. They're like pop, 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 and just bodies, bodies. That's
Not playing.
literally what's going on.
None whatsoever.
Nah. So I gotta give some recommendations, man, because I'm really surprised. Two different individuals in this one, which is Kingsley and Amelia. And I mean, everybody knew, Daenerys being in this one, like she's a beast. We know for a fact Amelia Clarke is a great actress. And if you've seen Kingsley Ben Adir in, One Night in Miami, or even seeing him as Barack Obama, like he's a great actor. But in this one,
he is him.
He
is him. That's
he
all
is not
he
here
is him
to play at all. He is got, I think you said it best. He's got ice in his veins. And he is loving every second of it.
Yeah, man. Ice in his veins, bro. And like I'm really excited to see more. I'm really excited to see more. Oh, God, I almost spoiled something. Gosh, man, I hate these non-spoiler reviews, man. But anyway, it's good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. The action sequences, the intrigue, they're not wasting time with like corny jokes. Ain't no TikTok dances. Like it's straight to it. And it feels serious, which I really like. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's not the standard like
blueprint
action comedy stuff that we've gotten a lot from MCU projects. It's action. It honestly, I would call it a legit like action thriller.
Yeah, it really is a thriller. Like if kind of like if no other Marvel movie came after the Winter Soldier, and then you went from Winter Soldier to this, you could feel it because Winter Soldier really does feel like an espionage thriller, and this is in that same vein, but taken a little bit more seriously, even because there's no jokes at this at all. Like, and again, even using some of the characters, like each character is not just an aimless character. There's actual history and connection.
Yeah.
Like Amelia Clarke's character, once you start to kind of get into who she is, what she's trying to do, you either empathize with her, or you're kind of like, I don't know if I can trust or understand this character.
Well, and I think you nailed it best. You don't know who to trust in this show. Like you do not know who to trust in this show. Like it's one of those things, because the whole concept of secret invasion and what we know about the Skrulls coming from, whether it's Captain Marvel or coming from their reveal in Spider-Man Far From Home, like you can't tell that you're not talking to a human. And so it's really interesting seeing how all this plays out, because you'll think one thing's happening and it's like, oh wait, that's not who I thought it was, and it's just you can't trust nothing's sacred.
And I mean, I'll even say this, like even each episode, the way each episode is so far, the first two episodes that we've seen, how they end throws you. Both of the first two episodes threw me to the point that I was like, I never would have guessed this is where we're going here. And it's I think it's raw entertainment. Like I've been waiting for a superhero show or movie to actually entertain and engage me. And this is doing that. I mean, you got Olivia Colman in this. You got an Oscar winner randomly in this one. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Ben Mendelsohn back in his reprise role as Talos. And even his character has evolved, and I question everyone.
Yeah.
I question everyone. I love that. I love that I'm questioning the motives, the direction. I don't even know how this show is supposed to go, because we know we're comic book fans. We know, what the Secret Invasion did, what it brought about, and how complicated that was, and the ramifications of that on an Avenger level scale. And we're not here to talk about any of that. It's just from what we've seen just in this consolidated story, I don't know what they're supposed to do.
It's heavy. It's heavy because they did some things already that I never thought they would do in a Marvel show. I'll put it that way.
I agree. I completely agree. And I feel like all you need to know from us is that this is a freaking dope show.
It's great.
And
I love
it's
it.
really freaking good to the
I love
point
it.
I need more in my veins.
I absolutely love it. First what we saw, I give it a 10. Like legit. Like I love it. And just because of how excited I am to see the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. I love Samuel Jackson. It's great. It's check this one out for sure, y'all. Check. If you have been enjoying everything Marvel has been putting out so far, you'll love it. If you haven't been enjoying the stuff Marvel has been putting out so far,
You're gonna think
you'll love
you'll
this.
be like, oh, finally.
Yeah,
Finally, The
yeah,
Rock has turned back to wherever
this
you're
is
living in
this is
right now.
what you want to see.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah. Like even we were watching it with technical difficulties and we still got a smile all on our face. So
Oh yeah.
we're gonna leave it there because I feel like if we say anything more, something gonna slip and yeah, we out.
I
Like
ain't
this
gonna
is
have
fun.
Disney sending scrolls after me.
All right, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell button. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, guys.
Falling off the top of